This is Kamal from India. Kamal and I had a speaking mock test where I scored him a 6.5. So I want you to carefully listen to the conversation him and I had. Make sure you keep watching because you'll actually find the feedback quite useful if you are preparing for the IELTS speaking test. Hi, welcome to the IELTS speaking exam. Can you tell me your name?
Hi, my name is Kamaljit Singh and my friend usually call me Kamal.
Okay, and do you study or work?
Well, now I'm working, but before I was studying.
Okay, and how do you commute to work every day?
Every day I commute by my own car.
Okay.
And it's my job is from 9 to 5. So casually I work on weekdays, but on sometime weekends. So It's easy for me to commute with my car.
And can you tell me approximately how long it takes you to get to work every day?
So basically I take only 25 minutes, but when there is traffic, then it can take up to 35 to 40 minutes.
Okay, and do you live in the same city that you work in?
No, I live in Brampton, but I work in Mississauga.
So have a careful look at the feedback I provided for Kamal. For fluency and coherence, Kamal had very minimal hesitations throughout his answers in part 1, and he spoke in a very coherent manner. Kamal provides good fluency with minimal hesitations. This made it easy to follow the information that he was discussing. And for lexical resource, Kamal actually used a wide range of vocabulary and used words such as traffic, weekdays, and commute. This shows the examiner that he is able to actually understand what is being said and give a response with related vocabulary words. But if he was able to provide a wider range of vocabulary to describe his work or study, this would help him score a higher band. And for grammatical range or accuracy, Kamal actually mentions a sentence about "it's easy for me to commute in my car." This could be improved by saying something more like "commuting with my car is convenient." And now we are entering part 2 of the exam. In part 2, I am going to provide you with a list of questions and I will give you 1 minute to prepare your answer to speak for a full 2 minutes. So before I send you off for 1 minute, the questions you have to answer are: tell me about someone you admire, who are they, why do you admire them, and what do you like about them? So I'm going to give you 1 minute to prepare your answer to speak for a full 2 minutes.
Sure.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Welcome back. I'm going to set a timer now for you to speak for a full 2 minutes.
I admire most my father since my childhood. I saw him working in army, and then after even he retired, he continued work with security officer jobs. And I really like his hustle and the hard work he did. So today I am in Canada. It's all the story behind this all is up to my father. He did a lot of hard work to help me to reach here, and now I have to follow the same path after him. So who are they? He is my father, and he is the one who teach me every life lessons in my life. Yeah, it's sad news for me as well, because in 2019 he got the news he got expired in accident. But the thing motivated me, the inspiration I get from him and the talent he have is like he win a lot of awards in the army as well, and I really like his courage. Like he's the one from my whole village who went to the army and really make a big change in my graph of my family, which reached to this point. So my family really support me everywhere, but the father is the one who care a lot. Even I am at the abroad, he is the one who taking care of me financially or mentally as well. He gave me all the life lessons I have now, and I am still following his path to become successful in my life.
So in part 2, some areas of improvement include using less filler words. There were a lot of times where Kamal said a lot just to fill in his thoughts. If you don't know what to say or to how to respond to the answer, just think quietly. Do not use filler words like because this would actually jeopardize your score. Kamal mentioned something like, he is the one who teaches me life lessons in life. One way to improve this sentence is to say, he is the one who taught me every life lesson in my life. This way you are paying attention to the verb tense. So now we are entering part 3 of the speaking exam. I'm going to ask you a few questions. So can you tell me, do you prefer coffee or tea?
I prefer tea because I drink twice in a day, and since my childhood, my mom used to make tea for me, and I really like the taste.
Great. And what's your favorite type of tea you like?
I am Indian, so I really like the Indian tea, which have red label tea bags on it, and then it's quite brownish because they put 2 milk and then sugar in it, and there is a lot of type of teas are there.
Okay. And can you tell me some of the tea flavors in India?
In India, they have a lot of flavors there, like tea masala and Kashmiri chai or Kadak chai, and they also have different tea bags from Assam, and they all have different texture and flavors. So yeah, there is a lot of teas in India, but my favorite is the honey tea I make myself.
Great. So when do you usually like to drink your tea, in the morning or the evening?
Well, I drink both time because in the morning I have job, so I drink in the early morning. It keep me awake and fresh, and then at the evening time I feel more relaxed and calm while drinking the tea.
So when you have guests at your house, do you usually serve them coffee or tea?
We ask them both actually, and yeah, usually they prefer tea, and then I prepare it myself, and then we also give some cookies with them.
Oh, very nice. Thank you for your time. The IELTS speaking exam is over now. In part 3 for fluency and coherence, Kamal was able to demonstrate a very clear and coherent answers throughout his responses. The responses were generally well structured and coherent, which made it easy for me to understand what exactly he was talking about or how he was responding to the answers in part 3. And for lexical resource, he was able to use lots of different related vocabulary such as taste, flavors, relaxed, and this actually showcased his ability to speak English in these different contexts. And one thing I really liked how he responded to certain questions in part 3 was he actually provided his personal preference and what he prefers. And for grammatical range and accuracy, there was one thing I wanted to point out is that he mentioned that I drink twice in a day. If you are able to improve your sentence by saying, I drink tea twice a day, this would be the correct way to structure your sentence when you are responding to the examiner. And lastly, guys, his pronunciation was great throughout part 3. There was no difficult words he was not able to pronounce throughout his sentences. And remember, this is so important. Do not use words you are not able to pronounce because this would actually affect your score.